Good evening, everyone, and welcome back to another edition of Apprentice School Basketball taking place right here at the Apprentice School Athletic Center in Newport News, Virginia, right here on the campus of Newport News Shipbuilding. And, folks, we've got a good one. We have a fantastic contest awaiting you this evening. So glad you could join us. Sit back and relax and enjoy some outstanding basketball being played this evening by two outstanding basketball clubs. Who we playing tonight, ladies and gentlemen? Well, we're playing Lighthouse Christian College out of Pensacola, Florida. A mighty, mighty long way from home, but folks, they come into tonight's game on fire right now. Overall record of 16-4, 2-1 in the conference, being led by their head coach, Vondo Pacelli, in his second season at the helm of the Makos. What are they playing for tonight? They're playing for the regular season title between these teams. Coach Pacelli brings in one of the outstanding players in all of the New South Athletic Conference in Eddie Brown, the guard out of he is actually out of Pensacola, Florida, folks. He can actually fill it up. So the Builders have their job cut out for them this evening. But guess who else has their job cut out for them as well? The Makos. The Makos have their job cut out for them as well because Coach Evan Key, in his fifth season, brings his Builders into tonight's contest, folks. They're on a 5-game win streak, and they are undefeated at home this season. Coach comes in with an overall record of 19-4, 5-1 in the conference, looking to walk out of this arena tonight with the regular season title underneath his belt. Now, we're about to get ready to go into tournament action here in early March, I believe from March 1 to 3rd to the 3rd, or 1st to the 3rd rather. So the coaches are going to decide the seeding for that tournament after tonight's game. So Coach Evan Key wants to leave no doubt about who should be the number one seeded team in the upcoming tournament, which will be taking place right here at the Apprentice School March 1st through 3rd. So sit back, relax. It is going to be a good one, folks, because me, Howard McCain, I'll be bringing you the play-by-play. Dave Davenport, our engineer producer, and no, ladies and gentlemen, he will not be hired as the new defensive coordinator for the San Francisco 49ers. No, he will be here running the boards for this fantastic matchup that we're about to bring you here this evening. Both lineups have been introduced. Teams are out at center court, ready to tip things off here momentarily. Your officials for this evening's contest are Kendall Ridley, Gabe Hall, and Chelsea Schweers. And we are underway here. The tip is won by the Makos as Chase Culpepper handles the basketball. Chase quickly to the hole. Basketball is going to go out of bounds. Now they're saying it's going to be the Makos basketball. I thought it hit the underside of the backboard and went out of bounds, but they're going to say it was last touched by the Builders. Chase Culpepper is joined on the floor by Houston Culpepper, Christian McCann, Daniel Poole, and Eddie Brown. Once again, basketball goes out of bounds. It will stay on this end of the court for the Makos. Nice contest there by Kelby Saunders. Now, as we get a brief stoppage in play, we'll give you the starters for the Builders. Kyrie Smith is joined on the floor by Kelby Saunders Jr., Donovan Means, Isaiah Jones, and Adrian Wall. Eddie Brown with the basketball. Brown being guarded closely in the man-to-man defense by Donovan Means, step-back jumper. And the first two are on the board for the Makos. Eddie Brown, the 6-foot point guard out of Pensacola, Florida. Again, if he gets hot, he can be lights out as that shot is partially blocked. Adrian Wall with the shot attempt from the deep corner. Wall. Jones with his first touch of the evening. Jones loses it. First turnover tonight for the Builders. Starts the fast break for the Makos. Makos thought about going for the three, but at the last minute, Chase Culpepper changed his mind and tried to feed it inside to their big man in the middle. He wasn't looking for the pass. It goes out of bounds. That's the first turnover for the Makos. Here's Smith. And with that basket, ladies and gentlemen, Kyrie Smith has just scored 1,000 points in his career. Congratulations to Kyrie Smith. Makos back on the attack. That jumper goes down for Chase Culpepper. Chase Culpepper, the 6'2" guard out of Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Makos with a 2-point lead. Here's Wall. Feed inside. Here's Saunders. He can hit that. Just not this time. The putback by Wall, no good. Tapped around, controlled by the Builders. The shot clock does reset. As Adrian Wall loses the basketball, that's a second turnover already for the Builders. And we're barely even 2 minutes into the contest. And that's the 4th point early for Eddie Brown. Now, Eddie Brown is coming off of a 30-point performance against Central International College. So he is a player. Means. Forces it. Shot no good. Brown running. His shot blocked by Kyrie Smith. Great job of getting back in transition defense by Kyrie Smith. Otherwise, that was going to be an easy two, as we're going to get our first foul call of the evening. That foul call is going to be against Donovan Means. That's Donovan Means' first personal foul and the team's first. Xavier Hunter into the basketball early for Coach Key. As the inbound goes to Christian McGann, and he scores. Makos with an early 6-0 lead. Energy is super high right now in this building between these teams on the floor. I think it's going to come down to whichever team is able to settle down first and play basketball is probably going to get out of this gym with a W. Because that shot by Xavier Hunter is short. Makos back on the attack. Here's McGann. McGann already with 2. Brown able to create enough separation between himself and Xavier Hunter to score his 6th point of the night. Folks, timeout. Timeout being taken by Coach Evan Key as he sees his team quickly go down by 8 points in the contest. And the way this Mako team scores the basketball, that is a really good timeout. What the Builders need to do right now, ladies and gentlemen, they have to settle down. Believe it or not, they are playing really, really amped up, as the PA announcer has just let everyone in the gym know that Kyrie Smith now has 1,000 points in his career, and that was in his playing career prior to him coming to the apprentice school to play basketball. So combined over his career, he has now scored 1,000 points. And once again, congratulations to Kyrie Smith. We've really seen his game blossom here in the past couple of years here with the apprentice school. Builders out of a timeout. Let's see if they can get something going. Builders have turned the ball over more than they've made shots, and there's the first jumper made by Kyrie Smith. Now has 1,002 points in his career, and that cuts the Mako lead now to 6. Builders settle into a man-to-man defense. Brown being guarded closely by Hunter. Now the Makos run a lot of ball screens off of their offense. I thought that Brown traveled, but no call. He already has 8 points. Makos back up by 8. Builders work the perimeter against this, looks like more of a zone, matchup zone defense. Now they've settled into a man. A tough shot by Clifton Good. He was bumped. That foul call is going to be against Daniel Poole. That'll be his first personal foul in the team's first, and that's going to take us to a timeout. First media timeout of the game. We will step away and take a break. 12-4, Mako's lead.
How much you earn has a lot to do with how much you learn. That's why Bayport Credit Union is again investing in your continued education. Through our Bayport Foundation, we're giving $100,000 in tuition assistance to area high school seniors, college students, and working adults attending a university, trade, or vocational school. Everyone deserves to be happy, healthy, and financially wise. Visit bayportcu.org to learn more.
I am Fatima Medina, and I work for HII, building the most powerful ships in the U.S. Navy. The digital technology I use is a generational change in the way that we build ships, making the construction of aircraft carriers more efficient. Plus, I get to work with veterans. Thanks to them, we all have our freedom, and we need to work hard to keep it. I am Fatima Medina, and I work for HII.
Eddie Brown for the Makos with 8 points already in the contest. Again, he's coming off of a 30-point performance against Central International. So Clifton Good will get an opportunity at the free throw line to try to pull the Builders within 6. Builders shoot about 62% from the free throw line as a team. When you're playing as good of an opponent as the Makos are, you want to get all of the freebies that are handed to you. So Clifton Good is able to make 1 of 2. So senior Avon Hawkins will make his way onto the court for the first time this evening. Builders decide to put a little bit of pressure on the basketball in the full court. Builders don't go into a trapping defense, but instead apply some light pressure to make the Makos get the ball over the timeline in time. 15 seconds on the shot clock. Makos to the rack. Left-handed layup goes down for Daniel Poole. Those are his first points of the contest. And the Makos lead is now 9. Xavier Hunter strong to the basket, unable to finish. Clifton Good has his shot blocked. It's going to be a foul call. I believe that one is going to go on Avon Hawkins, and it will. That'll be his first personal foul in the team's first. Right now, foot speed-wise, we're kind of having trouble staying with the Makos as it relates to their team's speed. It's going to be interesting to see what Coach Evan Key does or whatever changes he makes defensively to try to help neutralize some of their speed. As Brown, tough shot, but he's going to be called for the – what, was he called for the foul or was a foul called? That foul is going to be on Xavier Hunter. So that'll be his first and the team's third. So that'll put Eddie Brown at the free throw line to shoot 2. We're barely over 5 minutes into the contest, and Brown has an opportunity to get into double digits, but not just yet, as he misses the first or the front end of two. And the second of 2 goes down. So Eddie Brown with 9 points already in the contest. The Makos lead the Builders now by 10. Builders need a basket in a bad way right now. Hawkins, tough shot, able to get the right-hand runner to go. High arcing runner goes down, and the Builders trail now by 8 as that shot and a foul. So the basket does count. That foul is going to go on Kelby Saunders Jr. That'll be his first personal foul and the team's fourth. And as you can see right now, the Makos are able to take the Builders right now defensively off the dribble, unable to just kind of keep up with them foot speed-wise as that free throw goes down, and the Builders now find themselves down by 11. Builders. Smith. Saunders for three. They need this one bad. That shot misses and goes out of bounds, and it will go over to the Makos. So Kelby Saunders Jr. with the air ball that time. He has been known to hit that shot, just not this trip down the court. Basketball being handled by Houston Culpepper. Guarded closely by Hawkins. Makos. Go screen. Kick in the corner to Eddie Brown. And Eddie Brown already has 12 in the contest. And the Builders find themselves down by 2 touchdowns early. Miss by Clifton Good. Back come the Makos. Wide open jumper in the corner, no good. Loose ball controlled by the Builders. Here's Hawkins. Builders find themselves down right now by 14. As that three-pointer, long rebound comes off and controlled by Clifton Good. Long skip pass. Kyrie Smith, 4-3. Builders needed that one in a bad way. Builders find themselves now down by 11 as the Makos run another ball screen. And talking to Coach Evan Key prior to tonight, he said that was something that he was going to be looking for from the Makos early on. As that long three-point shot goes down for Avon Hawkins. And just like that, the Builders are on a bit of a run, have gotten themselves back into the ball game. They're now down by 8. Ball screens, according to Coach Evan Key, was his concern. They run a lot of ball screens. But right there, just a complete blow-by by Christian McGann. So again, Builders having some trouble moving their feet defensively against the Makos. So it's going to be interesting to see how long Coach Evan Key stays in that man-to-man defense. I suspect at some point they're going to come out of it and have to go into a zone as that corner three missed. Here's Brown. Brown already with 12 points. Make it 14. Folks, I think Eddie Brown has only missed one shot in the game so far. Builders have to figure out a way to neutralize him offensively, because right now he's being able to do whatever he wants to do with the basketball offensively as Kyrie Smith able to get to the rack, just unable to finish. So the basketball will go out of bounds, and that will lead us to a timeout. Media timeout, the under 12 media timeout. Builders right now down by 12, 25-13. We're going to step away, and we'll be back.
How much you earn has a lot to do with how much you learn. That's why Bayport Credit Union is again investing in your continued education. Through our Bayport Foundation, we're giving $100,000 in tuition assistance to area high school seniors, college students, and working adults attending a university, trade, or vocational school. Everyone deserves to be happy, healthy, and financially wise. Visit bayportcu.org to learn more.
I am Fatima Medina, and I work for HII, building the most powerful ships in the U.S. Navy. The digital technology I use is a generational change in the way that we build ships, making the construction of aircraft carriers more efficient. Plus, I get to work with veterans. Thanks to them, we all have our freedom, and we need to work hard to keep it. I am Fatima Medina, and I work for HII.
One of the guards, or probably the best player on the team for the Makos, one of their guards, Eddie Brown. Folks, Eddie Brown has 14 points. He's 6 of 7 shooting so far in the contest. Right now, Kyrie Smith is the leading scorer for the Builders with the basketball. He has 7. He's 3 of 5 shooting. Builders work the perimeter, means to Hawkins. Hawkins working the baseline. Feed inside. A good one, but just better defense that time by the Makos, able to slap it out of the hands of Isaiah Brown. That was Takari Tolbert, who's new into the contest, along with Tydarius Gully, who just makes his way in. Hawkins. That tough shot on the baseline bounces around and falls. But the Builders still find themselves down by double digits, 25-15. As Gully handles the basketball, gets it over to Brown. Builders have switched off, and now Means has been given the task of covering Brown. Nice job by Means to force Brown to give up the basketball. Builders with an opportunity to get this deficit down to single digits as that one hits the side of the backboard for Adrian Wall. Hawkins for 3. Count it. So the Builders now have trimmed this Mako lead to 7, and that's going to lead to a timeout by Vondo Bocelli. This is going to be a 30-second timeout, so we'll stay here, folks. 10-13 remaining in the first half, and the Builders have just scored their 18th point, but I'll tell you one thing, it has not been easy against a very good Mako basketball team out of Pensacola, Florida. So on the other side for the Builders, we've seen Kyrie Smith go over 1,000 points for his career. I want to say he has 1,005 right now after hitting that last three-pointer. Builders again coming to tonight's contest on with a 13-game winning streak here at home. Well, actually, they're undefeated. So a lot at stake. Builders still currently number 1 in USCAA Division I basketball rankings. But what they're trying to do is secure the regular season title in the New South Athletic Conference, headed into tournament play starting on March the 1st. Ball screen once again, but that time Builders able to poke it away, just weren't able to pick up the loose ball. Smith took a chance on the steal. Wall off of a screen. Jones, aggressive, and I think he forced a turnover. So the pressure defense by the Builders forced a mistake. Tydarius Gully traveled with the basketball, so the Builders now with an opportunity to cut into this 7-point deficit even deeper. As Means able to get to the rack, but he just didn't finish. That long three-pointer, no good. Rebound fought for, partially or for a moment was claimed by Isaiah Jones, but Gully comes and strips it away. Builders get back on defense. That launch from 3, no good. Rebound comes off to Kyrie Smith. Builders have somewhat settled down after starting the basketball game kind of frenetic, as we're going to get an offensive foul call on Kyrie Smith. So for Kyrie Smith, that is his first personal foul. That is the team's 5th. As Daquan Vickers makes his way into the basketball game. Kelby Saunders will come in for the Builders. Here's Eddie Brown with the basketball. He already has 14. Brown off of a screen. I think he's just having fun out there. the way he shoots the basketball, that right-handed runner looked like something that you would just shoot on the playground, but it goes. And he now has 16 in the contest. Means bump, shot, good. That foul call will go on Eddie Brown. That'll be his first personal foul. Is that the team's first? No, it's their second. So that'll put Donovan Means at the free throw line to try to complete the three-point play and pull the Builders within 6. Right now, Builders 1 of 2 from the free throw line, make it 2 of 3. Productive trip down court for the Builders, able to pick up the bucket and the foul, and able to capitalize at the free throw line as Brown is left alone. Builders control the loose ball off of the rebound. Hawkins tests the middle of the defense, but I think he's going to be fouled. And he is. Dakari Tolbert, he'll pick up his first personal foul, but it'll only be the team's third. Neither team right now in the bonus. Builders with 5 total team fouls, while the Makos only have 3. Feed inside. Builders have to score, but instead they're going to get a foul. I think that's going to be on Gully. And that's who will be credited with it. So Tydarius Gully, he'll pick up his first personal foul. That'll be the team's 4th. And we're going to have a quick stoppage. Timeout. Media timeout. Under 8 timeout. So the officials ask that the game clock be reset to 8:02. We have an amateur on the game clock board tonight. So we are going to get that fixed. And actually, we're not going to step away from the media time for the media timeout. We're not quite under 8 minutes yet. So we'll go to a timeout once we go under 8. As Isaiah Jones, you can kind of see right at the end of his free throw movement, kind of pull the string on that one just a little bit. Builders now 2 for 4 from the charity stripe. Make it 3 for 5. Builders find themselves down by 5. I believe the Builders have trailed by as much as 14 in the game. Another ball screen. Builders come with the pressure deep. Here's Brown. And they're going to call an offensive foul on Brown. So for Brown, that'll be his second personal foul and the team's 5th. And you're probably wondering, if you're watching, well, how did Eddie Brown get called for the foul? We'll tell you what, we'll tell you about that after the timeout, media timeout, the under 8 media timeout. Builders trail by 5. Folks, we'll be back to talk about that foul.
The USCAA provides our program exactly what they say, a chance for small colleges to peak. It's leveling the playing field for everybody.
Builders have fought their way back from a 14-point deficit to find themselves down by 5. They're going to get the basketball after that shot by Eddie Green, who on the three-point attempt, he actually went down, and the official called the foul on the shooter. Now, why is that the case? Because Eddie Brown actually tried to initiate contact with the defender by kicking out his leg so that he would be bumped, and that way he would get an opportunity to shoot 3 free throws, but instead the official called that a personal foul with the leg kick out, and that's why you have the turnover. Builders back on offense. Means stepped on the sideline. So that will be the Builders' 5th turnover of the contest. 7.5 minutes left in the first half. Entertaining contest so far, man, I'm telling you. The pace of play has barely slowed down in this one. You can tell both these teams, they want this win bad. As Avon Hawkins is going to be whistled for the personal. So that's Avon Hawkins' second personal foul. He's probably going to have a seat. That's the Builders' 6th team foul. So Hawkins takes a seat. Kyrie Smith back into the contest. Shot clock now under 20. Kyrie Smith, nice job of staying in front of the ball handler. Good job of moving his feet on that one. Forced a tough shot by Chase Culpepper. Back comes Saunders. Kick in the corner. Smith, tough shot. Contested. That's going to be Builder basketball, last touched by the Makos. Shot clock at 20. Plenty of time for the Builders to try to cut deeper into this Mako lead. They've worked it from 14 down to 5. It's Kyrie Smith on the cutter. Able to bank it off the glass for 2, and the Builders now find themselves down by 3. As you can see, the Builders turning up the defensive pressure a little bit as they work. The Makos continue to work off these ball screens. That is a vital part of their game, and they actually commit a foul out of it. Christian McGann is going to pick up his first personal foul. That'll be the team's 6th. So just like that, Builders have the basketball down by 3 after finding themselves down by as many as 14 in the contest. Jones to Smith. Got to get Adrian Wall going. Baseline jumper, no good, but he's there to tap it away. Saunders gets his own miss, can't convert. Jones fights for it underneath. They're going to call a jump ball. The possession arrow is in favor of the Builders, so the basketball will stay on this end as Houston Culpepper will come back into the contest. Shot clock does not reset. It's at 19 for the Builders. Plenty of time. Builders really need Adrian Wall to get started. He and Kyrie Smith are the leading scorers on the basketball team, and there you go. Got to get Adrian Wall started. So for Wall, that is now his, well, that's Wall's only his first basket of the night. Basketball tapped around underneath. They're going to call a tie-up, I believe. Saunders was able to wrestle it free, but not before the whistle. So the possession arrow is in favor of the Makos. So the basketball will stay on this end. So Clifton Good will come into the contest and give Isaiah Jones an opportunity. Isaiah Jones gave the official a high five. She did not, she wasn't asking for that, actually. Weak side rebound put back is good for Daquan Vickers. And the Builders now back down by 3, 29-26 as Wall able to get separation, and they're going to call an offensive foul on Adrian. So they're saying that Adrian Wall put his shoulder into the defender to create space for the shot. So he'll pick up his second. That's now the 17th foul, which puts the Makos in the bonus for the remaining 5 minutes of the first half. So if there is a foul, they will be going to the free throw line to shoot the 1-and-1. As they continue to work their ball screens, we're going to get a whistle. And I believe that is going to go on Donovan Means. Donovan Means with his second personal foul. That's the team's 8th. So the Makos are now in the bonus. So Daniel Poole will step to the free throw line and shoot the 1-and-1. Clock stopped at 4:52. Builders find themselves down by 3. As he hits the front end of the 1-and-1. Gully now with 5. Make it 6. Mako lead is 5. We're now just under 5 minutes remaining in the first half as Builders continue to work the perimeter. Wall. Right now, Wall with just 2. Last time on the floor, Wall was virtually unstoppable offensively. And he only played 1/2 of the last game. Wall once again, shot clock at 10. Wall at the last minute switched from the left to the right hand during his shot. Rebound comes off to the Makos. Feed inside. Fast hands by Adrian Wall. Poked it out of bounds. Kind of looked like Houston. Culpepper kind of used that forearm to create separation. I think looked like McGann may have walked home with that one. His three-point shot comes off, but there's a foul underneath. That loose ball foul will be on Clifton Good. That'll be his first personal foul in the team's night. So back to the line goes Tidarius Gully. Oh, I'm sorry, that's Daniel Poole. My apologies. He misses the front end of the 1-and-1. So the deficit will remain at 5 for the Builders. Builders have trailed the entire contest so far. It's Good has his shot blocked. 15 seconds remaining on the shot clock, and we're going to put a pin in it right there. Media timeout, the under 4. This is the last media timeout of the first half. Builders trail by 5, 3:53 remaining.
How much you earn has a lot to do with how much you learn. That's why Bayport Credit Union is again investing in your continued education. Through our Bayport Foundation, we're giving $100,000 in tuition assistance to area high school seniors, college students, and working adults attending a university, trade, or vocational school. Everyone deserves to be happy, healthy, and financially wise. Visit bayportcu.org to learn more.
I am Fatima Medina, and I work for HII, building the most powerful ships in the U.S. Navy. The digital technology I use is a generational change in the way that we build ships, making the construction of aircraft carriers more efficient. Plus, I get to work with veterans. Thanks to them, we all have our freedom, and we need to work hard to keep it. I am Fatima Medina, and I work for HII.
Builders only shooting 10 of 30 here in the first half. That's at an unhealthy 33% clip. While the Makos are shooting 13 of 24, that's 54%. So it's not that the Builders aren't getting opportunities with the basketball. We're just simply not converting. Wall in the corner to Howard. I'm sorry, Hunter. Woo! Much needed 3-point basket out of the corner. And the
beautiful
Builders
ball
found,
movement.
Yeah, needed that one. They needed that one bad because, again, the Builders have shot horribly here in the first half. And to shoot that terrible and only be down by 2 is huge, as we're going to get a jump ball. The possession arrow is in favor of the Builders. So the Builders with an opportunity. Even though they've only shot the basketball less than 35% in the contest, they have an opportunity to either tie or take the lead, depending on what happens here. As Wall works the perimeter with Hunter. Hunter with a big three-point shot just a moment ago. Wall, same spot as Xavier Hunter, different outcome. So the air ball by Adrian Wall, a little too strong. So back come the Makos on offense, and they hit. Chase Culpepper with his high wire act, able to get the basket, and the Builders now back down by 4. Hunter tries it again for 3. This one comes off to Good, who I think was fouled, and he was. They're going to credit that one to Daniel Poole. That'll be his second and the team's second. So that'll send Clifton Good to the line with the clock stopped. He'll be shooting the 1-and-1. Free throws are pretty big here. Builders are 3 of 5 from the free throw line so far, shooting around their team average of 60%. Make it 3 of 6. Makos back quickly with Culpepper. His wild shot. Rebound taken back by the Makos as we have an injury. We have an official's timeout. Clifton Good may have hurt his shoulder. So Clifton Good is going to go off the floor. Definitely not going to speculate on what his injury is, but he was unable to move his arm. So he'll get looked at by the trainers. Hopefully he'll be able to come back. Good right now with a point in the game. He was able to score his point from the free throw line, but he is out of the game momentarily. Makos with the basketball and a 4-point lead. Culpepper nearly traveled with the basketball, got rid of it at the last minute to McGann. Shot clock at 3, 2. I don't know if the Makos will get off a good shot. They do not. That will be a shot clock violation. So awesome defense by the Builders, forced the turnover. Builders with an opportunity to trim the lead to 2, maybe 3. 1. Hunter to Saunders. Builders try to work it down inside, pass in. The inlet pass is picked off. Back come the Makos. Shot blocked, but they're going to get Kyrie with a foul. Boy, that one looked clean, didn't it? So Kyrie Smith will pick up his second personal foul. So with that foul, that puts the Makos in the double bonus. So Daquan Vickers is going to step to the line to shoot 2. Builder fouls starting to mount up just a bit now. Avon Hawkins has 2, Kyrie Smith has 2, and Donovan Means also has 2 in the contest, as that first one is a miss. Akok Chan into the basketball game for the Makos, the 6'7" out of Sudan. As the second one for Vickers goes down, and the Builders are back down by 5. We're just around about a minute and a half left in the first half. Wall needs to see the basketball go in, because right now that's 2 consecutive shots by Adrian that have been air balls. Once again, Builders with another opportunity. They need a good shot. Tough shot by Courage Harrell, but he gets it to go, and the Builders are now down by 3, and we're right at about 1 minute left in the first half of tonight's entertaining and very important basketball game in the New South Athletic Conference. Again, winner wins the regular season title and could possibly be the top seed in the NSAC conference. Builders forced a turnover, 41.5 remaining. And that's going to be an offensive foul. They're going to say that Xavier Hunter put his shoulder into the chest of Vickers. So for Hunter, that is now his second personal foul. So Montrell Jackson quickly makes his way into the contest as Coach Evan Key has just been teed up. Wait a minute, not only has it been teed up, Coach Evan Key for the Builders has been ejected from the basketball game. So I don't know if he got 2 consecutive texts or did he say a couple of magic words. You know, there are some magic words that you can't say to the officials. But whatever it was, Coach Evan Key is officially out of the basketball game. So the assistants will now take over. Michael Gainey, Barry Hollenbeck, and Brandon Joyner. So there weren't consecutive technicals called against the head coach for the Builders. He was teed up with 1 tech and just immediately ejected from the game. And this was following the foul call on Xavier Hunter, where the official said that Xavier put his shoulder into the defender. So that'll put Eddie Brown at the free throw line to shoot the technicals, and he drains the first one. So it's a 2-shot technical. He now has 17 in the basketball game. And that is where it will stay. So the Builders now down by 4 points, 36.5 remaining in the contest. And the Builders will go the rest of this basketball game without their head coach, Evan Key, in his 5th season as the head coach. Builders with a 19-4 record, but will try to get their 20th win on the season without their head coach. Got a stoppage in play right now for some administrative duties. So again, right now the Builders' foul situation starting to mount up a little bit as we go into the half. Montrell Jackson into the basketball game for Xavier Hunter, who just picked up his 2nd. Makos can't hold for the final shot as the Builders get the stop on defense. Here's Wall. Wall needs to see the basketball go into the basket. Montrell Jackson miss. Harrell there with the foul. Count the basket. That foul call is going to go against Daquan Vickers. That'll be his first personal foul, the team's 8th. And the Builders with an opportunity to go to the free throw line and try to complete the 3-point play and pull themselves within 1 with 18.8 seconds left in the first half here at the Apprentice School Athletic Center. I told you this was going to be a good one. Woo! The basketball gods did shine down on Courage Harrell at the free throw line. Builders with an opportunity to get a stop and go into the halftime locker room with the momentum as the Makos work off of a screen. Step back 3-point shot. Wow. Good if it goes, and it doesn't. And that is how the first half of action will end. A lot of happenings in the first half, ladies and gentlemen, here at the Apprentice School Athletic Center. Entertaining first half. Builders go into the halftime locker room down by 4, 38-34. Man, oh man, a lot of stuff going on. Look, we're going to step away. We're going to give ourselves an opportunity to get refreshed, and we'll give you the opportunity to do the same. We'll be back with second half action and first half stats. Don't go anywhere. Builders down by 4.
The thing that sets Whirlies apart is that our people here truly care. They're here because they love their jobs and they want to learn more.
What I like about Whirlies is the people, the team I work with every day.
My favorite thing about working at Whirlies is that it's more like a family. I mean, it is work, but it's not. They actually treat me like a person and not a number. And this is the first company where I really feel like I belong.
Here at Worley's, it's a great atmosphere. They really care about the customers, really care about the employees. We do whatever we got to do to make the job right.
Like the team, everybody's a team player. All about doing the right thing for the customer, taking pride in your work. It's just overall a great company to work for.
You know, we really do have an awesome set of guys. It's kind of cool. We got a great team. We have fun together, from my plumbers to my air conditioning guys to my crawl space guys. Everybody works together as a team. They're just phenomenal.
We have training programs. We like it when people come in, they don't really know what they want to do, and we're able to help them find a trade and do things such as a paid-for apprenticeship programs for HVAC, plumbing, electrical. We've sent people as far as Texas to also doing them here locally. We just truly like to see our people grow and succeed and get to the next step of their career. We want people here who truly aspire to be the best in their fields.
We're moments away from the start of the second half here at the Apprentice School Athletic Center. So glad you decided to stick and stay with us because this second half of basketball is probably going to be bananas. And you don't want to not be able to tell the story to your grandkids about the happenings of the second half of tonight's basketball game. But what an eventful or event-filled first half we had here. Builders came out of the tunnel, and they were just ice cold from the field. Saw the Makos get out to an early lead, and they have led throughout the contest. Builders yet to take the lead in this one. Coach Evan Key teed up and kicked out of the contest, so the Builders will have to go the remaining 20 minutes of this basketball game without their head coach. Said a couple of magical words near one of the officials, and it was an early shower for the coach tonight. Builders find themselves down by 4 as we get ready to start the second half momentarily. Builders will continue or finish the basketball game without one of their key reserves in Clifton Good. Clifton Good is going to wrap up his night with 1 point, having left the basketball game late in the first half due to an injury, so we more than likely will not see him tonight. Eddie Brown for the Makos has 20 points already in the first half off of 8 of 11 shooting. We didn't see him much towards the end of the first half. He picked up a couple of fouls, and we didn't see him much at all after that. But the Makos were able to maintain their lead heading into the halftime locker room. So Builders tried to take the momentum into the halftime locker room, but a late three-pointer as the clock was about to expire by Eddie Brown kind of wrestled some of the momentum back from the Builders to the Makos as they went into the halftime locker room. 20 more minutes of basketball action about ready to come your way. Stick around. Don't go anywhere. Here we go. Builders start the second half in the same defense they were in the first half, man-to-man, as they decide to put a light trap on Eddie Brown. As Brown launches from 3, that's an air ball. Basketball claimed by Adrian Wall. Adrian Wall needs to get busy. Tried to with the alley-oop to Kyrie Smith. Builders unable to convert. Makos come right back on offense, as Houston Culpepper now has 3 this evening. And the Builders are down by 6. Saunders. Feed inside, his pass picked off. Builders so far kind of starting the second half similar to the way they started the first half. They turned the ball over a couple of times. Already committed 1 turnover so far. Builders have to wrestle back the momentum that they worked so hard to get going into the halftime locker room. Here's Jones. Jones, shot blocked. So back come the Makos with Brown. Finding it hard to concentrate on calling the game. It smells like ranch dressing over here on the scorer's table. I'll see if I can battle through it as that layup with the left hand by Poole is good. And the Builders now down by 8. Means quick shot from 3. Builders weren't back on offense yet. So that one kind of feels like a turnover. That three-point shot comes off no good. Here's Means. Means finds Smith in the corner. That 3 no good. Builders haven't scored yet in the second half. After going into the locker room down 38-34, Kyrie Smith with his first foul of the half. So for Kyrie Smith, that is his 3rd personal foul. So that's going to put Houston Culpepper at the line. Culpepper now with 2 in the contest. He banks that one in. Builders down by 9. Builders shot 13 of 37 in the first half. That's 35%. The Makos shot 15 of 30, right at 50. Makos did not make a lot of their three-point shots. They only made 2 in the first half. They were 2 of 9, while the Builders were 4 of 12. Builders have got to get the momentum back. That one tapped around, comes down to Smith. His right-hand runner, no good. Down on the other end, it's going to be a foul. And I think the basket is going to count, and it does. That foul is going to be credited to Courage Harrell, his first personal foul, the team's second. And with that made basket, the Builders find themselves down by 11. We're now almost 3 minutes into the second half, and the Builders have still yet to score as the Makos now go up by 12. Here's Wall. Again, Wall, tough start so far, and he is going to be fouled from behind the three-point arc. Chase Culpepper will pick up his first personal foul. That'll be the team's first. So that'll put Adrian Wall at the line to shoot 3. Right now, Wall with only 2 points in the contest. Kyrie Smith still leads all scorers for the Builders with 9. Kyrie Smith and Adrian Wall come in tied for the team lead at 14 points a game. So the Builders are going to lead somewhat of a Herculean effort from both of these guys down the stretch, as those 2 free throws have now trimmed the Mako lead to 10. And that's where it'll stay. 46-36. Here's Eddie Brown, who already has 20. Shot clock at 22. Culpepper works against Means. Culpepper able to dish it off. Shot blocked by Saunders, but Saunders got him with the body. So for Kelby Saunders, that'll be his second personal foul, the team's third. And that'll send Daniel Poole to the free throw line, the 6'8" freshman out of Lafayette, Louisiana. Again, Lighthouse Christian College is out of Pensacola, Florida. So they are a long way from home. I want to say if they drove here, that was somewhere around about 18 hours. So why don't they look tired? I don't understand that. It's the second. Goes down, and the Builders find themselves down by 11. Again, Builders undefeated at home. Ranked number 1 in the USCAA basketball rankings and atop of the conference standings as the Builder turnover turns into points on the other end of the court with Chase Culpepper, and the Builders are down by 13. And that's going to be another turnover for the Builders as Kelby Saunders isn't aware of where he is on the court. He steps on the sideline, so he turns the basketball over. Right now, Builders' energy and body language not looking the best right now. As you can tell, they are searching for answers for this Mako basketball team. They primarily kept Eddie Brown in check defensively. He still has 20 points, but they've kept him in check because he came into the basketball game on fire. I mean, he was in fuego at the beginning of the game, but he picked up that second foul, hit the bench, and we didn't hear from him much. But since he's been in the game since then, he hasn't really done much. Here's McGann. His long rebound tapped around. Here's Hawkins. Hawkins has his pocket picked. Builders out of position defensively. And that's going to lead to an easy left-hand layup off the glass by Daniel Poole. And the Builders find themselves down by 15. Builders need this. That's a big three-point shot. Avon Hawkins for three. He now has 10 in the contest. And the Builder deficit now is 12. Saunders is going to be whistled for the personal. So for Kelby Saunders, that'll be his third personal foul. That'll be the team's fourth, as we are going to get a timeout. First media timeout, the under 16 media timeout. Builders find themselves down right now by 12. We'll step away, and we'll be back.
How much you earn has a lot to do with how much you learn. That's why Bayport Credit Union is again investing in your continued education. Through our Bayport Foundation, we're giving $100,000 in tuition assistance to area high school seniors, college students, and working adults attending a university, trade, or vocational school. Everyone deserves to be happy, healthy, and financially wise. Visit bayportcu.org to learn more.
I am Fatima Medina, and I work for HII, building the most powerful ships in the U.S. Navy. The digital technology I use is a generational change in the way that we build ships, making the construction of aircraft carriers more efficient. Plus, I get to work with veterans. Thanks to them, we all have our freedom, and we need to work hard to keep it. I am Fatima Medina, and I work for HII.
In many of the statistical categories that really matter in the game, right now the Makos are in charge. They're shooting 51%. They're 5 of 9 shooting here in the second half. Builders are only 1 of 6 in the second half. As Poole fights inside and able to hit with the left hand. So the Builders now back down by 14. That shot blocked. Makos on the run. Unable to convert. Back comes Means. Kick in the corner to Hawkins. His three short. Loose ball last touch by the Makos. Right now the Makos lead the Builders. Makos lead the Builders. Makos lead the Builders in paint points 28-4. You can see why with the hard work underneath by Poole. Able to convert on the offensive end just a moment ago for the Makos as that three hoisted at the top by Hawkins. It's no good. So the Builder deficit stays at 14. Culpepper. His left-hander, no good. Loose ball taken by Jones. Builders with an opportunity on the fast break. Layup off the glass, good for Hawkins. Builders. Excuse me, I'm sorry. Builders now down by 12, sorry about that. Especially if you're listening with headphones on, I'm sorry. That loose ball last touch by Culpepper. As Wall makes his way into the contest. Wall right now with only 4. He averages 14 a game. Builders by no means are out of this game, ladies and gentlemen, so don't give up. Still a whole lot of basketball left to be played. Smith. Smith with 3 fouls. That's why we haven't seen much of him. Here's Wall. Tries the baseline, but he's cut off. And Builders lose sight of the shot clock. It expires. That'll be a shot clock violation or turnover. I'll be honest with you, I wasn't looking at the shot clock either. Substitutions for the Builders and for the Makos as Daniel Poole and Kelby Saunders Jr. back onto the floor for both teams. Hunter guards Brown. Wrong color. Brown. Still working. As you can see, the Builders are starting to run double teams at Brown, and they're forcing the other players on the floor to have to beat them, and that caused a turnover. Here's Hunter. Hunter able to bank it off the glass for 2, and the Builders have trimmed the Mako lead to 10. So once again, Builders have committed to flashing a double team at Brown whenever he has the basketball, and that's going to force Brown to make a decision. And we're going to have a foul. Man, thought that was going to be a play on, but they're going to say that Kyrie got him with the body, and that's not good, folks, because that's going to be Kyrie Smith's 4th personal foul. So Kyrie is probably going to have to go sit down, as that is now the team's 5th foul. So that'll send the Makos Chase Culpepper to the line. He and his brother Houston, both out of Fort Lauderdale, play for the Makos under Coach Vondo Bacelli, So Hawkins will make his way back into the contest as Kyrie will have a seat. Again, Kyrie, over 1,000 points in his basketball career. Again, congratulations to him. Unfortunately, he won't be able to add to that anytime soon as the second of 2 goes down for Culpepper. Kyrie Smith has picked up his 4th personal foul. So the Builders will have to go at it for the next few minutes without one of their leading scorers. This means finds Hawkins. Hawkins did a great job of shrinking the defense and then kicking it out for 3 to Adrian Wall. And when we talk about shrinking the defense, that's when the ball handler goes inside, pulls the defense in with him, and then kicks it out for 3, causing the defense to have to shrink inside as Hawkins goes right at the taller Daniel Poole. He's unable to convert. Here's Brown. Brown with 22. Builders now down by 11. It's Wall. Kick in the corner to Hunter. Hunter missed everything with that one. The corner 3 is the shortest three-point shot on the floor, but it's also the hardest, as Hunter is going to be whistled for a foul. So for Xavier Hunter, that'll be his 3rd, the team's 6th. And we are going to have a timeout. Media timeout, the under 12 timeout. Builders trail by 11. We'll be back.
How much you earn has a lot to do with how much you learn. That's why Bayport Credit Union is again investing in your continued education. Through our Bayport Foundation, we're giving $100,000 in tuition assistance to area high school seniors, college students, and working. How much you earn has a lot to do with how much you learn. That's why Bayport Credit Union is again investing in your continued education. Through our Bayport Foundation, we're giving $100,000 in tuition assistance to area high school seniors, college students, and working adults attending a university, trade, or vocational school. Everyone deserves to be happy, healthy, and financially wise. Visit bayportcu.org to learn more.
22, 23, 24, 27, and 24 are the number of minutes the starters for the Makos have played in this game. The Builders have three reserves that have played double-digit minutes in this contest. Why? Fouls. Fouls have kept the starters on the bench quite a bit as the foul trouble starts to mount up a little bit for the Builders here in the second half, as that first of two goes down for Chase Culpepper. Right now, Avon Hawkins has 2, Xavier Hunter has 3, Kyrie Smith has 4, Kelby Saunders has 3, and Donovan Means has 2. So when your foul situation looks like that, the second of 2 goes down for Culpepper, and the Builders now down by 13. When the foul situation is like that, your reserves are gonna have to play a lot of minutes. And that's exactly what is going on as Means launches. Long 3 off the front of the rim. Culpepper comes away with it. Builders out of position defensively. Fortunately for the Builders, the Makos were unable to convert, and they actually committed a foul.
We're at a point where it feels like every time they blow the whistle, it's against us.
Well, I think that's one of the reasons why Coach Evan Key got kicked out of the ball game so early in the first half, because he didn't like the way, or he felt like the basketball game wasn't being called evenly as it relates to fouls. Right now, only one player even close to foul trouble is at 3 from Adrian Wall, no good. Daniel Poole has 3. Everybody else is either foulless or only has 1. So the Builders now find themselves down by 13. Shot clock now at 10. Makos with the skip pass to Brown. Brown inside, his runner, no good. Rebound tapped around, loose ball controlled by Brown. And I'm not sure what was the, I didn't see the call. I saw the official.
The ref said shot clock. He called it a shot clock violation, even though we reset it, even though our scores table did reset it.
So the basketball will stay with the Makos. So I'm not sure what happened if the shot clock stopped or. Okay. So 18 seconds on the shot clock for the Makos. Brown, crap. Once again, Brown wide open jumper off of a ball screen. But that's what they do. That's what they do on offense. Coach Key said they run a lot of ball screens, and they are very successful off of those ball screens. Brown has 25 in the contest as the Builders unable to convert. Builders out of position defensively. And Brown scores another one. He now has 27. The lead is now up to, 18? Feed inside to Wall. Adrian Wall now with 7. Builders find themselves now down by 16 in the contest as Culpepper is going to draw the foul. That whistle was so late. So that's going to be on Avon Hawkins. That is his 3rd. So that is going to put the Makos now. It's 8:52 and the Makos are now in the bonus. For the rest of the game, they will be shooting free throws for the remainder of the game. Makos right now only have 2 team fouls. Builders are already in the bonus. So from a coaching standpoint for the Builders, that has got to be so frustrating. And again, that's one of the reasons why we believe Coach Evan Key got tossed in the first half. He wasn't really happy with the way the calls were going against his team and not the Makos. But the Builders have just got to continue to fight through it. Still enough time in this basketball game to get back in it, but they got to get started. Well, there's a whistle. That foul call is going to go on to Kari Tolbert. His second personal foul and the team's third. So that'll put Adrian Wall at the line to shoot 2 free throws with the clock stopped. In order for the Builders to get back in it, that's good. That's how it's going to have to be. But we got to convert. Daniel Poole in for the Makos. Adrian Wall with 9 points. Builders right now are 7 of 11 from the free throw line, make it 8 of 12 from the free throw line. Culpepper to McGann, who traveled with a basketball. So that will be a turnover, a much needed turnover for the Builders, who find themselves now down by 15. Still not out of the contest. Again, Builders have not led in this game at all. If I'm not mistaken, that halftime deficit, as we get a foul call, that halftime deficit for the Builders, that is going to be credited to Chase Culpepper. That'll be his second personal foul, the team's fourth. Avon Hawkins will step to the line. The Builders going into the halftime locker room down. I want to say that's the first time they've gone into the locker room down at the half the entire season. As Avon Hawkins' prayers are answered, that one goes down. And the second of 2 is good. Here's Brown. Picks up his dribble prematurely for the Makos. Builders' swarming defense is parted. Wall. His shot partially blocked. That starts the fast break for the Makos. Makos sprint out, layup off the glass, good. And the Builders find themselves now down by 17. Wall's three-point shot comes up short. Shot good if it goes, and it doesn't. So Wall is going to go to the line to shoot 2. He's fouled by Tolbert. So for Tolbert, that'll be his third personal foul, the team's fifth. And we're going to have a timeout. Under 8-minute timeout. Builders with a lot of work to do, folks, down by 17.
The USCAA provides our program exactly what they say, a chance for small colleges to compete. It's leveling the playing field for everybody.
Builders have seen a drop in their field goal percentage here in the second half. They went into the halftime locker room shooting about 35%. Right now they're shooting about 31%. Adrian Wall has picked up his scoring a bit here in the second half. As he steps to the line to shoot 2 to try to cut into this 17-point lead. Builders have been able to trim the Mako lead to as little as 3. But just before the half, the Makos exploded again on the scoreboard and put a decent enough cushion between themselves and the Builders going into the halftime locker room off of a late three-point shot by Eddie Brown. Builders came out of the second half locker room ice cold from the field. Makos didn't. So right now the Makos enjoy a 15-point lead. Shot clock at 15. Vickers being guarded by Wall. Ball screen. Harrell with a steal. Wall doesn't have the numbers. Wisely pulls the basketball out. Hawkins. Good. From this vantage point, we're sitting here at the scores table. When that left his hands, you could tell that was going down. The stroke, the arc, everything looked good. Builders now down by 12 now. 6:48 left. Harrell doesn't have the numbers, but he's bumped. And I think that would have been good if it had gone, but it did not. So Christian McGann is going to be whistled for his second personal foul, the team's sixth. Builders not in the bonus yet, but Courage Harrell will step to the line to shoot two. Again, Builders shooting about 62% as a team from the free throw line, and he makes the first. Opportunity to get this lead down to 10 at the 6:37 mark, and we do that. So based on the amount of time left in the basketball game and the deficit that the Builders are up against, they have a shot. They have a shot to get back in it as we get a timeout. Timeout called by Vickers. I believe that's going to be changed to a media timeout. 6:28 remaining in the first half. Builders now down by 10, 68-58. Still work to do, ladies and gentlemen. Still time to get it done.
How much you earn has a lot to do with how much you learn. That's why Bayport Credit Union is again investing in your continued education. Through our Bayport Foundation, we're giving $100,000 in tuition assistance to area high school seniors, college students, and working adults attending a university, trade, or vocational school. Everyone deserves to be happy, healthy, and financially wise. Visit bayportcu.org to learn more.
I am Fatima Medina, and I work for HII, building the most powerful ships in the U.S. Navy. The digital technology I use is a generational change in the way that we build ships, making the construction of aircraft carriers more efficient. Plus, I get to work with veterans. Thanks to them, we all have our freedom, and we need to work hard to keep it.
We're back.
6:28 left in the contest. Builders still got some work to do, only down by 10, but they are in striking range. Here's McGann. Shot clock now at 8. Builders need to send a double team at Brown. They don't, but they forced a hard shot. Wall gets it back to Means. Means attacks the basket, scoop, layup, no good. Harrell there with the putback. But once again, Harrell just could not get that shot to go to force a three-point opportunity again. So he'll go to the line to shoot two. That foul is going to be credited to Daniel Poole. So for Poole, that'll be his fourth. And the team 7, so the Builders now in the bonus. 5:56. Builders have an opportunity to get the lead under 10, and they do. Now, if you are a basketball aficionado and you know the game, well, maybe just some, your team needs to have the deficit somewhere around 10 or less at the 5-minute mark of a basketball game for you to have a realistic shot of getting back in the ball game. The Builders are right there. Right now, it's only a 3-possession ball game with a shade under 6 minutes remaining. So a 9-point deficit as Builders turn up the heat defensively. Builders flash the double team. That causes another turnover for the Makos. Skip pass to Means. Means cut off. Hawkins launches. That's going to be off. Again with the outlet. Nearly a travel by Culpepper. And they're going to turn it over again. So that one is going to be player out of bounds on the baseline. So that's 3 consecutive turnovers for the Makos. Builders got to capitalize on this trip down the court. They have to. Means being guarded by Brown. Brown right now with 27. Means jumper. Goes down, and he is fouled. That's what you want to see if you are a fan of Builder basketball. Is an opportunity for a three-point play as Eddie Brown is going to pick up his 3rd. It doesn't matter. He's not coming off the court. So that's the 8th team foul. Donovan Means with an opportunity to trim this lead to 6 off of the made free throw. Doesn't happen. So that's 2 more points the Builders have left at the charity stripe. In consecutive trips down the floor. Builders overplay on defense. Culpepper, feed inside to McGann. Builders lost containment on the backside with their defense. And we've kind of seen that with the Builders a little bit tonight. They've really overplayed on defense more than once as Harrell unable to hit. Jones with the rebound. Kick in the corner. Wall. Turned it over. One pass too many as Brown pulls it out to Culpepper. Here's Means off the rebound. Now I know we're down to 4 minutes in the contest as Wall. That shot hit the top of the basket. The top of the backboard and hit the wall. Hit the shot clock, so that's out of bounds. And just when I was about to mention it, Kyrie Smith makes his way back into the contest. 4:08 left. So you're at a point in the basketball game where your leading scorer, even though he has 4 fouls, you can't sit him another second if you want to try to win this basketball game. So Kyrie Smith's been sitting for a long time. So hopefully he'll be able to knock off some of the rust and get back onto the scoring column as the Builders put pressure on Brown. They forced a tough shot, but unable to get the rebound. Put back is good. Builders got to get to work here. Bumped, no call, but it comes late. So they are going to count that. They are going to count the basket. That foul is on Tolbert. That'll be his 4th. So when we come back after this timeout, Builders will go to the line to shoot a single free throw to try to pull themselves within 8 in the contest. 3:38 remaining. We'll be back.
How much you earn has a lot to do with how much you learn. That's why Bayport Credit Union is again investing in your continued education. Through our Bayport Foundation, we're giving $100,000 in tuition assistance to area high school seniors, college students, and working adults attending a university, trade, or vocational school. Everyone deserves to be happy, healthy, and financially wise. Visit bayportcu.org to learn more.
I am Fatima Medina, and I work for HII, building the most powerful ships in the U.S. Navy. The digital technology I use is a generational change in the way that we build ships, making the construction of aircraft carriers more efficient. Plus, I get to work with veterans. Thanks to them, we all have our freedom, and we need to work hard to keep it. I am Fatima Medina, and I work for HII.
You know, I should have paid closer attention to this stat because we all know that this is usually at the end of a game outside of turnovers. One of the most telling stats is free throw percentage. Right now the Builders are shooting let's see, they are 14 of 21. Builders have left 7 free throws on the line. Folks, they're down by 9. If you make those free throws, we could possibly be shooting here to tie the game. And we miss another one. So Builders unable to complete yet another three-point opportunity here late in the contest. As Culpepper with the kick to Brown, no good. Thank you. As Poole unable to convert inside, but he is fouled. That foul is going to go on Courage Harrell. That'll be his second. That'll be the team's 8th. So that will send Poole to the line to shoot 2. Poole right now with 4 fouls. We have a stoppage in play. More of an administrative stop in play. But again, one of your most telling stats in a contest, which does have a huge bearing on whether you win or lose, turnovers and free throws made. So again, the Builders have left 8 points on the free throw line in this contest. They find themselves down right now by just 9. So even if you make half of those free throws, ladies and gentlemen, we are right there in it. Now, that's to say that we're not. But when we get those opportunities at the line, we have got to hit. So there's only 3:16 left in the contest. Both teams right now are in the bonus. Neither team is in the double bonus yet. Mako's with 9 team fouls, Builders with 8. As Poole looks to try to score the basketball, and he doesn't. So the deficit will stay at 9. As Isaiah Jones will come in, that sends Courage Harrell to the bench. Again, Kyrie Smith is back into the game after suffering a long stint on the bench due to fouls as the second of 2 goes down. So the Builder deficit is at 10. 4 possession deficit as that feed goes inside to Kyrie Smith, and Kyrie Smith did the doggone thing with the basketball. Builder deficit now at 8 as the pressure defense against Brown as the Makos look to try to run clock and an 8-point lead. Culpepper, shot, no good. McGann able to sky up for the rebound, unable to put it back. There's going to be a loose ball foul underneath. Who is it going to be on? They're going to give it to Isaiah Jones. So that'll be his first and the team's 9th. So that'll send Poole back to the free throw line. Poole just missed 1 of 2 a moment ago. Game clock at 2:38. The amount of fouls that have been called in this game, Builders have been called for 18 total fouls. The Makos have been called for 17 total fouls. So the officials' whistles will be full of spit at the end of this game. I don't know where they draw those out, but they're going to need it. Adrian Wall makes his way in to the I don't know where I got that from. I just thought about that they blow it a lot and spit goes into it. So I don't know. Do those have a drip valve? I don't know if they have a drip valve in them. As the second of 2 goes down for Poole, Builders now down by 10. Builders need to get something going towards the basket with 2.5 left. A lot of dribbling right now. We got to get something going. We got to get moving towards the basket. Jones able to get inside, but once again, Builders unable to convert inside off of that. As Christian McGann is going to pick up his 3rd personal foul. That's the team's 10th. So the Builders are now in the double bonus. So for the remainder of the contest, Builders will shoot 2. as Isaiah Jones looks to add to his point total. Builders miss another one. Coming into tonight's ball game, Builders only shoot about 62% as a team. And that bugaboo has reared its ugly head here late in this game as the Builders now are down by 9. 2:18 left, clock ticking. Builders try to come with some pressure in the backcourt as that looked like that was nearly a carry. Feed inside to Poole. Poole unable to hit Builders with a basketball, and they got to run. We're now at 2 minutes left in the contest. Builders down by 3 possessions. We either got to get a three or something moving towards the basket, and Adrian Wall misses off the front end. So time is getting short now. Builders down by 9. Got to play defense and hope for something, hope for a miss here and a rebound. They get it. Long outlet to Smith. Smith with another flush on the offensive end. So the clock continues to tick as the Makos finally call a timeout. So Builders now down by 7, 1:23 remaining. Builders with 3 timeouts, Makos now with 1 as they're going to change that timeout by the Makos from a 30-second timeout to a full timeout. So tell you what, we'll step away, we'll be back. Builders trail by 7.
How much you earn has a lot to do with how much you learn. That's why Bayport Credit Union is again investing in your continued education. Through our Bayport Foundation, we're giving $100,000 in tuition assistance to area high school seniors, college students, and working adults attending a university, trade, or vocational school. Everyone deserves to be happy, healthy, and financially wise. Visit bayportcu.org to learn more.
I am Fatima Medina, and I work for HII, building the most powerful ships in the U.S. Navy. The digital technology I use is a generational change in the way that we build ships, making the construction of aircraft carriers more efficient. Plus, I get to work with veterans. Thanks to them, we all have our freedom, and we need to work hard to keep it. I am Fatima Medina, and I work for HII.
It's either now or never for the Builders. 1 minute, 23 seconds left. 13-0 home record on the line. Regular season title on the line as the Builders force a turnover. So Builders not done yet. First ever meeting between these teams. Lighthouse Christian and the Apprentice School. As that one is kicked. So the basketball will stay with the Builders. Builders down by 7. As we get another timeout. Timeout being taken by the Builders. That'll leave them with 2 down the stretch. So that'll be a full timeout with 1:22 left. Right now, Builders are 1 foul away from being or having the Makos in the double bonus, but that doesn't really matter a whole lot right now. What matters is the Builders scoring on this possession and then creating opportunities to get the basketball back to score it with the shot clock or the game clock, stopped. So it's really going to be up to the Builders defensively and what they can do, but they've got to convert on this possession. If they don't convert on this possession, it's going to be tough. Because right now they're essentially down by 3 possessions. It's a 7-point basketball game, so even if you shoot and make 2 3-pointers, you're still going to be down by 1, and that's still another possession. So right now, Builders down by 3 possessions in the contest. 2 timeouts remaining. 1 timeout, one foul away from putting the Makos in the double bonus. So the game not over. But the Builders have to make something happen here and happen quickly. we can't eat up a lot of time on this possession. It's really only got to be maybe a couple of passes and a shot. Okay, a administrative stop again. We have a issue with the clock. So we're going to reset the game clock. Avon Hawkins will make his way back into the ball game. Isaiah Jones is going to have a seat as the officials discuss exactly where we are with the game clock and with the shot clock. So if you didn't hear the official, that's going to be 1:15 on the game clock, 15 on the shot clock. But again, we're at a point right now in this possession where the Builders can't overpass the basketball. As Vondo Bocelli takes exception to the Builders subbing in with Isaiah Jones, as Kyrie Smith off the nice feed from Kelby Saunders, and the Builders score in like 2 seconds off the inbound, so that's huge. Now it's up to what the Builders can do defensively as Kyrie Smith chased down, and the Builders able to create the turnover. We're now under 1 minute left in the contest. Builders are now down by 5. Builders don't need a 3 right now. They just need to get a 2, but they've got to go. Smith. Builders, that was a good shot. Builders just unable to hit. Builders going to have to start playing the foul game here. Builders still need to foul. They have to foul. Builders need to foul now. They need to foul someone now. And they call a jump ball. That is going to be Builder basketball, yes. The jump ball was called before the personal foul, but they're going to talk about it. That should be coming down to the other end of the floor, but the Builders wasted a lot of time before they finally decided to try to tie the up the basketball. They're going to call jump ball. They're going to call jump ball. So the basketball will go over to the Builders. 28.2, Builders with 2 timeouts. Now will be a time to call a timeout and get one of your best plays called, but the Builders are going to go anyway. So Builders have to go. They're down by 2 possessions. You don't need a 3 right now. You just need a 2. Now you have to take a 2. As that one by Avon Hawkins is good, and it's down to a 2-point basketball game. 17 seconds remaining. Can the Builders pull off the miracle? We're going to have a foul. So that will be the team's 10th total foul. So that'll put Brown at the line to shoot 2 with the clock stopped. Builders down by 2. So Donovan Means is going to pick up his 3rd foul. That'll send Eddie Brown to the line to shoot 2. Eddie Brown with 29 in the contest. Basketball gods, we need him to miss 1. And he hits the first. 16.7 seconds remaining. He misses it. Builders with an opportunity. Builders have timeouts, and they call it right there. So big timeout upcoming. Well, timeout upcoming, big possession. Probably the possession to decide what's going to happen in this basketball game. Builders with an opportunity. They're only down by 3. So, of course, they are going to have to run a play outside of the 3-point line. Now, if a fast 2 is there, maybe they'll take it and maybe call a timeout. I don't know, but we'll see. Builders are left with 1. Makos are left with 1. But what play will the Builders call right now is beyond me. But we do know that whatever the shot is going to be, it's probably going to be from behind the 3-point line. The Builders' best 3-point shooters today have been Adrian Wall and I believe Xavier Hunter. has also shot pretty well from the three-point line. Let's see here. Avon Hawkins, I take it back. Avon Hawkins is actually 4 for 9 from behind the arc, while Adrian Wall is 1 for 5. So look for Avon Hawkins to potentially get something off of a screen to try to free him up for a three-point shot. Hawkins is in the basketball game. He's in the deep corner. He and Adrian Wall are the two best shooters from three on the floor. We're now down to 10 seconds. 9, 8. They're trying to run something for Hawkins off the screen. Hawkins gathers. Shot did not go. Goes out of bounds. They're going to say it was last touched by the Builders. Builders had an opportunity. Hawkins did not catch the basketball cleanly on that three, but nonetheless was that close to hitting it still. Going to have a timeout being taken now by the Makos. 3.5 seconds left. Oh boy. What a ball game, man. This has been nuts. This has been some kind of ball game here at the Apprentice School Athletic Center. Again, possible number 1 seed in the upcoming NSAC basketball tournament on the line, but of course the regular season title on the line as well. Builders 5-1 in conference play, while Lighthouse Christian College is 2-1 in conference play. But based on the loss record, should Lighthouse hold on and win, they will win the regular season title over the Builders. Lighthouse still needs to inbound, and they do to Brown. 3-2, he is fouled by Hunter. So only 1.5 seconds left on the clock. Builders are up by, the Makos are up by 3. So that'll send Eddie Brown to the line. Of course, if Eddie Brown hits at least one of these, it's going to be pretty much academic at that point. As the arena goes whisper quiet for the opposing team's free throw shooter. And he misses the first. So essentially, if he misses this one, whoever rebounds it is just going to have to shoot it. There will not be enough time for a pass and a shot at the basket. But if he makes this one, it's pretty much ball game, ladies and gentlemen. As we get a timeout. Timeout being taken by the Apprentice School. That will be their last timeout. Opportunity to sort of freeze the shooter there, especially waiting until he gets the basketball in his hands. That was a good move. So again, should Eddie Brown miss this free throw, whoever rebounds it has to grab and shoot it immediately. Should Eddie Brown make this free throw, we will wait and see what the coach's decision will be as to what the team's seeding will be in the upcoming tournament, which is going to take place here at the Apprentice School Athletic Center starting on March the 1st. But if he hits this, the regular season title goes to Lighthouse Christian. So again, 1.5 left on the clock. Both teams out of timeouts. Makos don't have anybody on the free throw line. Again, for the Builders to have a shot, he has to miss this one. And he does. They don't have a time for it. And the Builders make a mistake right at the end. I'm not really sure what happened, but that is how it's going to end, ladies and gentlemen. 76-73. Builders had a shot. But for some reason, we tried to make one more pass that we didn't have time to make, and that is how the basketball game here will end. So the Builders will fall to 19-5, 5-2 on the season in conference play, while the Makos will improve to 17-4, 3-1 in conference play, and essentially walk out of here with the regular season title. Builders have an opportunity to redeem themselves once we get into tournament play. They still have an opportunity to be tournament champions and make their way into the national tournament. But tonight, the victory belongs to the Makos out of Pensacola, Florida. 76-73 is our final here at the Apprentice School Athletic Center. So, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to sign off. For Dave Davenport, I'm Howard McCain. We want to say thank you so much for joining us. We'll be back another day for Apprentice School basketball. But until then, remember, this is Builder Basketball.